What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Kevin Collins, and I'm back with another recap for this week. Couple of days I've not been posting anything, but this week I feel like showing you guys how I made good profits off of Euro USD. How did I get to know that Euro USD is going to buy? I'm going to let you guys know. All right, let's head straight to the video.
Fibonacci with the spread on the spread. Now we're ready, just relax. London session, now we cashing on this bank. Now we doing the most, I'll be doing the most. Waiting for over in your city, clubbing costs it's so. Cashing all this ready, cost me super fast. Cashing out so big, like we're up the band. Oh, I've been doing the most, yeah. I've been doing the most, yeah, forever.
Alright, so now this is Euro USD at this point. So we have a new low and a new high. So our intention now is to buy from here. So we have this new zone because we have this break. Okay, so let me keep playing price forward. Okay, so let's wait for the break. So now we have a full break at this point, meaning now we have this new structure to start selling from, right? This one has been mitigated, right? So we have this new structure to start selling from again. Sell more, right? I was expecting price to sell more. Now I also took entries from here because this was where we started taking sell from, and price came down here, pushed back. So all these moves, I cut all of them. All these moves down here, I cut all these moves, right? I cut all these moves. These moves made me money. So I cut this move. Price came back here. I also cut this move. Came back to this point. I also cut this one too. Okay. So points. Now if you refine this zone properly, right, let me take this off. If you are to refine this zone properly on this time frame, you will notice that price hasn't mitigated these points, right? Price hasn't mitigated this. You only created what? A lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low. So this is the next origin. This is the inducement. So expecting price to come and take out the inducement. Now look at what price did. The price created this low. We're expecting this demand zone from this liquidity point, swept this liquidity, and now we are having this fake change of character at this point. So now this was also a trap. I identified that if price is coming to, I won't be looking for a buy, but I also have another thing on it. I have price sweeping liquidity, mitigating a demand zone, but I was still looking for price to drop down to this point, taking all these fake traps out, right? So price respected demand. In fact, after expecting the demand, before you expect the demand, it swept liquidity, mitigate, and pushed higher. So we are having this next zone as a demand zone, but I wasn't looking to buy from this demand zone because I consider it as a trap. Okay, but I was able to take a sell from this particular point because I understand what market structure. Now look at a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, breaking this low. Let me take this. A lower low, a lower high. So this is the high that caused this low. And we can see that this low now is expecting demand zone, right? So I was able to take position from here straight to this next demand zone. Right? Stop was just right above that. So we play. So as soon as price came, we started going down in profit, like started moving down in profit. Okay, started moving down in profit, creating more liquidity. So I think okay, yeah, I got stopped out at this point. I forgot to tell you guys that I got stopped out. The reason why I got stopped out at this point is when I jumped over to the lower time frame, um price made an impulse, right, coming down back. When I jumped over to the lower time frame, now if you look at, if I go to the lower time frame, this particular replay doesn't allow me to go back to the lower time frame. So if I go back to the, if I'm able to go back to the lower time frame, see that price made a low, a high, a low, another high. So I had a change of character at this point, right? I had a change of character, which was um New York section, right? When price gave a change of character, I was looking to what, to sell from this particular point. I was looking to sell from this particular point. So I was just here. Stop was just right above this high. But guess what? Market came onto my stop and came to mitigate just this 5 minutes order block. Now look at this order block. This is, if you go lower to 5 minutes, there's an order block that priced did not mitigate, right? So this was the liquidity price has to sweep during New York session. Swept liquidity. As soon as I noticed that price has swept liquidity, I started selling aggressively. Like, this was where I had to place my stop, because I knew this market was going to drop. So that's why I placed my stop and I started selling. Point. So now we're having that massive drop that we're expecting before we get stopped out. So now after that massive drop, let's pause real quick. Liquidity.
We tryna be king, gotta know I've been doing the most. Yeah, I've been doing the most. Yeah, yeah, forever stacking profit. Forever stacking profit. Yeah, 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 I've been doing the most. Yeah, yeah, I've been doing the most. Yeah, yeah, forever stacking profit. Forever stacking profit. Yeah, Scapping gang, Never gang.
Came to, I didn't take this buy because I already know that this would likely be a trap. But as soon as price got here, I took my profit and I left the market. Okay, as soon as price got here, I took my profits and I left the market. Now that I left the market, I was now waiting for what? For price to break more, price to keep dropping to this demand zone. But guess what? Price didn't drop. Expecting was price to come back down to this point. So now that I noticed that this was the next supply zone that price was meant to come respect, notice that price is starting to move impulsively to the upside. What was the next thing I did? I was like, okay, yeah, price is ready to move. So I flipped my account by using a candlestick open and a candlestick close. Now if you go to the bigger picture on this, 4 hours candlestick is a very very bullish candlestick. Then 1 hour candlestick is now broken into sections from the 4 hours. So I was able to catch this move from the 1 hour open candlestick, because I was watching market structure from the 1 hour open candlestick, 15-minute candlestick, and so on. So I was able to get in at this particular point. Let's head over to 4 hours. So I'll show you how I flipped the account. So what did I get to notice? Look at this block. I was expecting price to respect this block, which price didn't respect this block. So now I was able to catch this move. Very easy, guys, very easy. The candlestick open was what I used to flip this account. It's opened. This was the point. Price didn't come back all the way to this point. So let's take that out. Let's keep a clean chart. Now this is why I was using the bigger picture to take my entries, take my trades and like that. Now if you look at this candlestick, I also spot this on the bigger picture, so that was why I was targeting these points from this point to this point, and I get out. And now when I got to the bigger picture, look at the way this candlestick is. Now this is the range. Price broke out of this range aggressively. Now look at, it shows weakness. This candle formation here, it shows me weakness, that sellers are not in the market to push price downward. And what do we get? We got this break. Like, okay, when this candlestick opens, I'll take the next entry. So as soon as the price opened, I took the next entry.
I've been doing the most. Yeah, yeah. Forever stacking profit. Forever stacking profit. Yeah, yeah. It cost me super fast. Cashing out so big, crack we run the bank. Oh, I've been doing the most.